Namaste and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to describe the classification of hypospadias. So this has considerably evolved through time, and the various classifications are listed as below. So the classification is based on the site of the urethral opening, and it is important because it will further reflect the clinical features associated with the condition, how severe the case is, and furthermore which are the surgical procedures that would be used, depending on whether a single stage would suffice or whether two-stage procedures would be required. Now, the initial classification was given by Smith in 1938, and it was plainly put as first, second, or third degree. The Schaeffer's classification in 1950 classified it as glandular, penile, or perineal, depending on where the urethral opening was present. Avalon in 1975 classified it as glandular again, penile, and it was similar to Schaeffer, with the difference being that the perineal one was further subdivided into penoperineal and the perineal types. However, the commonly used classifications, which are asked in the examinations as well, are the Brown, Duckett, and the Hadidi classification, with the Hadidi one being the latest classification. In Brown's case, as described in 1938, the terms used were glandular, subcoronal, and midshaft. Furthermore, the more proximal ones were known as the proximal penile hypospadias, penoscrotal, scrotal, and perineal, which is going to be similar as seen in case of Duckett. Now, Duckett in 1996 gave the terms again as glandular, which is the distal most opening, and then subcoronal, distal penile, and furthermore midshaft. The more proximal you came, the more severe the condition became. So they were divided as proximal penile, penoscrotal, scrotal, and perineal again. And these were further given into broader categories as anterior, middle, and posterior, as denoted by the letters A, M, and P. Now, anterior consisted of glandular as well as subcoronal. The middle one consisted of the midshaft, and the posterior one consisted of the more proximal openings. So since there was a lot of overlap and a lot of confusion regarding all these terms, Hadidi in 2004 made it simple and gave three broad categories, with glandular describing only where the opening is in the glans region, then distal and proximal. So distal one consisted of the penile ones, where it included the subcoronal, distal penile, and midshaft, and proximal one consisted of everything that was proximal to midshaft and going into the perineal region. Now these classifications are given everywhere on the internet. You can easily refer to that, and we will see how these terms are further helpful when we discuss about the clinical features and the procedures that are required.